Today, Governor Ron DeSantis signed Florida's elections reform bill, known as Senate Bill 90, into law. It highlights of the bill include stricter voter ID requirements for voting by mail, creating limits on who can pick up and return a voter's ballot, and banning private funding for elections. ABC 27's Jada Williams joins us live from the Capitol right now. Jada, that signing didn't come without controversy.
Well, that's right, Channing. Many groups across the entire state of Florida are now saying that they are against that. Some going as far to even file a lawsuit, many saying that instead of making it easier for voting, it'll make it harder. While Florida Governor Ron DeSantis celebrates new laws aimed at changing how we vote, groups like the League of Women Voters aren't as pleased.
We believe this law is wrong. It should have never been filed, let alone signed. So it's a voter suppression bill. It restricts access to voting.
The law says a person can only return 2 ballots other than immediate family members, making it harder for volunteers and election workers to collect them from homes. As for ballot drop boxes, more restrictions to where you'll find one and when you'll be able to use it.
Florida being a tourism state, those ballot boxes are very convenient to the service workers who work all sorts of odd hours.
Voters will now have to request a mail-in ballot every year. And for voter registration drives, every volunteer must tell someone that online registration is an option.
Who knows if the voter walks away and doesn't register at that time, if he or she will even get to register.
Faith in Public Life says it's now looking at ways to combat the law as well.
What we're hearing in the pews about SB 90 is that there's a great deal of concern about people having barriers placed in front of them to voting after just going through a very successful election.
Faith leaders saying fighting for the people is one of the many jobs of the calling.
These communities have been part of both the founding of our country all the way to the civil rights movement, and our faith leaders are trusted messengers in the community.
As it stands, that law is in effect today. In Tallahassee, Jada Williams, ABC 27.
And the League of Women Voters, as well as the NAACP, have filed their own federal lawsuit this morning in Florida's Northern U.S. District Court. Both challenge new vote-by-mail rules, drop box limitations, and broadened no solicitation zones. Florida's GOP majority maintains the new law will bolster election integrity despite a lack of widespread voter fraud in 2020. The head of Florida's League chapter believing the bill has a different goal in mind. While the court battle begins, Florida's election supervisors say election officials will likely face more costs to enact the policy.